Boy, these are the kind of moments you hope for when you acquire high draft picks like D'Angelo Russell. They picked up in a trade. And Anthony Edwards, who, of course, they drafted #1 overall. They combined for 17 of the 31 points in the fourth quarter when the Timberwolves outscored LA by 11 down the stretch.
Yeah, and give that backcourt tremendous credit. They went on a 13-2 run when Cat fouled out.
Right.
And D'Angelo talked about it in the post-game interview, just about how it's been like that for them all season, where one guy is not there or not playing at the level he's capable of, somebody else has got to be able to step up. And, you know, offensively, those two were spectacular, but I thought they won the game defensively as well. They forced 17 turnovers in this game. And to me, to win the turnover battle by 6 against a veteran-savvy team like the Clippers, that was really impressive to me. And, you know, Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell put on a show. They made big shots. They made big plays. They took care of the basketball. You know, those two guys, they only turned it over 3 times between them, and they had the ball a lot over the course of that game. And we were talking about it during the break as well. I mean, you forget how much talent. I mean, look, Anthony Edwards was the first pick. D'Angelo Russell was the second pick overall when he came out, and Karl-Anthony Towns was the first pick.
Right.
And it's not often that you see those guys get to that level. You know, all 3 of those guys now are playing at a really high level. 2 of them have been All-Stars. Anthony Edwards, soon to be an All-Star with how he performed tonight. And looking ahead, I mean, that's going to be a fun series against the Grizzlies. They match up really well. They have great depth. Mm-hmm. They're terrific offensively. And if they defend tonight the way they did tonight, they'll make that a very competitive series. And the biggest X factor to me is going to be Patrick Beverley, because you saw it tonight. I was surprised that he was able to get under the skin of the Clippers. A lot of guys didn't handle
and guys who know him.
Exactly. And you know, he's just the ultimate antagonist, and he understands the impact. I always remember what my college coach told me when I was coming out of high school. He said, Greg, you know, the mental to the physical is 4-to-1. And, you know, when you're a young player, you don't quite understand that. You're just like, well, if I'm better, I'm just going to go out. No, but you've got to be strong mentally. And Patrick Beverley understands the importance of just getting under someone's skin, just to kind of get them off their game and thinking about him. Even if it's just a play here or there, it has a big impact. And I thought he set the tone in a lot of ways for them. For sure. And they followed, man. That was a fun game to watch as well. And the Clippers will have another opportunity, but they got to be disappointed. But like I said, they were uncharacteristic with the turnovers. You know, they didn't just seem to have it down the stretch when you needed it. They couldn't get stops defensively with Russell and Edwards. That's just an impressive win, and one that could propel this upstart Timberwolves team. I'm telling you, they're going to have a legit chance, I feel like, in that Memphis series.
Couldn't get stops, couldn't get to the rim offensively either in the fourth quarter. And as you mentioned, the Timberwolves' depth was really shown off in this game. Karl-Anthony Towns, again, 3 of 11. He fouled out. He was a -14 when he was on the floor. Everybody off the Minnesota bench who played any sort of significant time wound up being a significant plus, including Naz Reid, who was a +17 in this game. And the Timberwolves, believe it or not, are 5-1 this season when Cat fouls out. So clearly, this is a strategy that should be employed against Memphis. Maybe not, but
maybe.
But it shows off the depth again.
Well, it shows off the depth, and it shows off the confidence. I mean, what team, a young team at that, you're losing your all-star, and you're able to, you know, concentrate, buckle down in a, you know, postseason play-in, whatever you want to call it, sort of format game, a must-win game for this franchise. And so it just speaks like to what Greg said, the depth of this team, the confidence, the belief that they have. And, you know, we talked about Russell and Anthony Edwards, 2 guys that can go get a bucket.
Yeah.
2 guys that can make a play and aren't afraid of the moment. They want the ball. They want to be in that position. And in playoff basketball, I mean, that's what you need. You know, particularly as you project ahead and you get into a series, teams start to evaluate one another. They take away things. When that clock gets low, put the ball in their hands and they can make a play.